All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to week three. We are in week three of our branding workshop. Actually, this is week four. This is week three. We're in week three. And tonight we're going to be covering completing your taglines, making sure you guys are starting to think in a way that your tagline can express what you're going to do for your customer, right? And it doesn't mean you're going to nail them all tonight. You're going to start getting your ideas down so that you're now able to speak through your core message, utilizing your brand and your taglines in all your videos, basically in everything that you do. We're going to talk about using on Facebook how they have the hashtags. As you guys all know, we are the Unstoppable family. So my signature, my branded signature is always, you guys know it, be unstoppable, right? So you want to start finding a tagline and a signature that starts to speak through your brand so that people start identifying you, and you want to use it consistently. So for instance, in Facebook, anytime I close up a video or I close up even a post, I always say pound be unstoppable on Facebook, because when I do pound be unstoppable, people then can hit that hashtag pound be unstoppable and they get to see all threads I've ever done that have that. So it's another way for you to brand yourself, and it's also another secret ninja way to not look like you're selling, right? Because typically, if we have our call to action in our videos and we have a link, not everyone's always as thrilled about seeing links or sharing stuff that has links on them. So you can start getting really clever using the new hashtag format on Facebook by doing, like I do, pound be unstoppable. If they click on pound be unstoppable, they're going to see all my posts I've ever made, all my videos I've ever made, and there's where other links are as well. So there's a lot of little secret ninja moves that you can make so that you can keep your brand intact, right? And keep it very congruent in all the messages that you guys deliver. So tonight we're going to talk about taglines. We're going to talk about colors, right? Colors really matter quite a bit when it comes to deciding. Colors matter a lot, guys, when it comes to deciding how you're going to have your graphics. So if you guys right now are looking to either create a blog, or you already have one, or you want some graphics created, we really want to start thinking in terms of color and what that color can mean to your customer. So we're going to go through color tonight. And then I want to hear from you guys about what's going on with the video series. We're really officially kicking off video series coming up this week, but I wanted you guys all to start them now so that I could hear what the challenges are, what was happening for you, what maybe roadblocks you had, so that now next week when you start, you're really starting to dial it in. Okay. So why don't we start? Why don't we start with some video challenges, and then we'll go into taglining at the end, because I want to hear from you guys. I want you guys to share about what took place this week. I know a lot of you guys have had been doing some great videos. Super excited. Hey, Keith, what's up, buddy? It's good to have you here. And I know all of you guys have been really rocking it out and getting your video shot and starting to get uncomfortable in front of the camera. Well, there's some things too. I know that Steph had asked some really straight up questions about getting comfortable behind the camera. So I want to talk about that tonight, Steph, because there's definitely some things that could be coming up for you personally, and there also could be some areas where you just need to get comfortable and get used to it. And there's some ways that we can do that. So let's get started. Who wants to kind of start us off with maybe some of the breakthroughs that you guys had with your videos? All right. Anyone want to jump on out here and share that first before we kind of dig into other areas? All right.
Keith will talk.
Come on, buddy. What's up?
Hey, yeah, I did a couple ones. I still need to post them up so y'all can see them whenever I was doing the Houston Texans training camp for ESPN the other day. So I did some inside the training bubble. So that was kind of cool.
Cool. Oh, wait, you know what? We got to – can everyone mute themselves out and only keep – because I'm getting some feedback. And just until you're ready, just talk. Yeah, awesome. That totally clears it up. Okay, cool. Tell me more. So you did something. What were they on? Because I didn't see you post them yet, but I'm sure that you will.
Basically, it was basically saying, hey, look, this is one of my jobs. This is what I do for fun and enjoy it. I'm working for ESPN. I don't think I said ESPN. I don't want to bring that up, but I was like, we're about to do a live show on TV with the Texans training, blah, blah, blah. Here I am in the bubble. And So anyway, so it was neat. It's slowly getting a little more fluid and
Yep.
building up and getting more confident. But like I said, it's the only hard part right now is the closing line, because I don't really have my blog up just yet, and I don't have the fan page up, so it's generic right now. And I'll go back and when I start doing the real videos, what I call real videos,
Mm-hmm.
then it'll basically be, hey, be sure to go to my blog. And the ones I did today, I said go to my blog at my at the address. So, but when I'm gonna edit them and post them, I'm gonna put typeset the bottom, so the website's always at the bottom. So
Yeah, that's a really good idea too, because what it also does, guys, it allows that to be your real estate. I have found that a lot of people will hijack your stuff and use it. And if you don't have that watermark on your videos, which is your website, then you can do that with a lot of really simple editing software. Like I use iMovie, and you can just put a little text at the bottom. There's even a lot of apps that you can use on your phone that can just add in your website at the bottom, because people hijack my stuff a lot. And I realize that I don't always put my watermark at the bottom. Certainly, I say my website, but they don't always. I don't always put the watermark, so that's important. In fact, there's a resource I'm going to share with you guys too that is like some of the greatest, and it's mostly free. Some of them are $1. Flix Press. Okay, FlixPress creates intros for videos, and they're super cool. You spend like $1 and you type in what you want. They make these really super sexy intros. It looks really professional. So that's a really great resource as well that you can use for your videos, Keith. That you might just want to do an intro as well that you can
right,
add right in front. Um,
okay,
okay, so tell me more. You were doing your videos. You said your message is getting more fluent.
right,
Yep.
a little fluid.
More fluid,
And
okay. And then tell me about your background, because I know the last time we talked, you're in your office and now you're doing some cool stuff in the background. Did you look at them and go, those are more interesting?
yeah, I was in my backyard today, and I think I might have been, you know, moving around too much. The
Okay.
background might have been a little too much. Who knows? But that's why I need to post them to the blog and see if anybody will give me more tips and things like that. So, I had posted all three of them in the other section on the branding website.
Okay, you
So,
did. Okay, maybe I didn't see yours. Then we see there was some. It was a
yeah, I
kind
mean,
of a. All right, where were yours at?
there was one down in the regular, URL spot.
All
But
right, let me find you. I was watching videos the other day, yesterday. I don't see yours. You put it on the fan page?
huh,
You
I
put them on
saved
the
it.
fan page?
No, I put it on our. I saved it in our
Oh, in the members area.
um on our branding yeah, the members area. So,
Okay, got it. Well,
but I can post it here in a minute after
okay,
we're
cool.
done.
Yeah, yeah. Post it up on here so that everyone can see it, because I'll be able to go back in the members area as well. But it's really good to post it up here so we can all, because everyone's starting to give each other some really good compliments and feedback,
Yeah.
which is great. It's always good to hear from others because they're customers too. So any other kind of breakthroughs that you had, or did you start with a series in where you followed the series?
Yeah, I was starting basically. The first one was Sunday at the training camp deal, and then I just did three today out in the backyard, so they could kind of. I was kind of hitting uh, married couples with kids, and whether you're single with a kid or not, I bet you want out of your job type of thing. So basically, I was saying I got the blueprint of how you can get out of that job and do everything you've wanted to do. Just go to my blog at blah 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 blah.com, and you know that's how I closed it out. So um, I need to do more, one every day, but try to pick new spot. I don't hear you.
Am I cutting out, you guys? You guys not hearing me good?
Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna have to take off the
Yeah,
camera.
yeah, you're cutting out.
Okay, yeah. Let me know if it gets better.
Okay, seems to be okay right now.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you guys hear me better now? Okay, awesome. Okay, good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I turned off the my
Yep,
camera.
I can hear you.
Okay, cool, perfect. Um, Oddly enough, we've been having internet troubles all week, but it's all good. So just let me know, you guys, if I start to drag a little bit or get delayed, I'll have Brian shut his computer. Okay, so good. So Keith, and also that you have lead capture pages as well that you're going to be able to start using, that you can, instead of just having them send to your blog, initially send them to your blog, but when you really start to market, you're going to want to start sending them to a lead capture page that you have with Empower, so that you can actually start, once you have a strong call to action, this is the blueprint I
Oh,
use. You want to send them to that blueprint.
I think we lost you. Okay.
Yeah, Brian, right when you start doing something, they instantly can't hear me. Let's just test that out and see if that works. Um, okay, better, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, I don't know what happens sometimes in the evening. So did you hear what I said about the lead capture page, Keith?
You just started it and then you cut completely out. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
I need a lead capture page because I'm starting to do some advertising.
Right.
But as of right now, I just post it, straight to whatever. That's why I text you about that question about Aweber, because I know Empower has all Aweber stuff. So I was like, well, which one do I do? So
Yeah. I when your lead capture pages, I know that Empower has lead capture pages as well that flow into their videos. Although I really love having the custom ones, like the ones that we have. You've seen the ones that we have. And our design team can create those for literally, I think, under $150. I think, if you guys want to get your own
yeah,
personalized, for any company, for your own
right.
personalized lead capture that has your brand, your image, and your video. You guys can all. How many of you guys have seen? Because these can be used for all of you guys could use these for any company that you're in. Have you guys seen our the lead capture that we do? I have Freedompreneur, and this is just good resources for you guys to know. My Freedompreneur site is a branded lead capture, and it's a really great way how I start managing my lists as well. So I capture their lead, their email, and then they go to my video, and then they go to my sales pages.
You're
So for
cutting in
those
and
of you,
out again.
geez, oh, this is so frustrating. Gosh, you guys, oh goodness, what is the deal,
You're
Brian?
back.
Okay,
You're back.
yeah, Brian's gonna have to shut his computer down just so we can see what goes on.
Nothing's even going on.
I know. I don't know what's happening. Um, and so you guys, any of you guys can create a lead capture page with this, and our design team will create them, and just the branding students get them for like a quarter of price. So it's $150 to get those made. If you want one made, let me know. He'll create a full branded image for you guys. I know some of you guys had talked about wanting something that you didn't have a sales page that you could really use. And if your company's not providing them, or if you do want more branded ones, then of course we can help you get that. Okay, so Keith, any more from you, buddy? I want to make sure that we got lots of people got their hands up. I want to make sure you have you started to nail down a tagline for you yet? Keith?
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine's either gonna be what did I come up with? Yeah, you hear me?
Yep.
You hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay. Um, okay. The top of it would say, "Live a boss-free lifestyle!"
Okay.
Exclamation point, and then under it would, like, a separate tagline would say, I got two of them, and I can take suggestions. It's "You deserve it" is an understatement, or "Stop robbing yourself of life" is what I've come up with. But
Okay,
always
so
up for.
what is your URL?
Um, I got two. You can give me the what do you
Okay.
think? I've got boss-free-lifestyle.com or
Okay.
bossfree-lifestyle.com. I think the boss-free-lifestyle will be better.
Yeah. That one you're talking about. So you have
No,
boss dash free and boss free dash. Yeah, that one looks better.
right,
It's easier to see. It flows a little
right,
better because you can even write it like this, right?
yeah,
Okay, so let's yeah. Steph likes
right, yeah. That's what I'll do.
yeah. Suzanne's like she likes both of those taglines. Say it again. So you're having you want you can live a boss free lifestyle.
Yes, says yeah. Live a boss free lifestyle exclamation point, and then under it would say in parentheses, "You deserve it." Parentheses is an understatement, or stopping yourself of life.
Okay, let's talk about that. Okay, Do it again. You deserve it. Is it? I don't understand the is an understatement. What is it? Help me out.
Uh, I was gonna put you deserve it in exclamation points like a statement,
Okay.
and then say that is an understatement. You deserve it is an understatement, saying you deserve it way more than you deserve it.
Right.
That's why I'm saying it. I'm always up for suggestions.
Yeah, okay. Well, when we look, so when we look at taglines, how we start creating our taglines, more of it has a message that tells them really what they're going to get from you, right? So, boss free lifestyle is amazing. So it could be more proving that anyone can live a boss free lifestyle, or taking others to, you know, so let me like I have to like start thinking about this, because you deserve it is a great one, right? That's just like a statement. But boss free
Right.
lifestyle really is more it's your URL. It also is your description as well in a tagline. You don't want to have
Right.
too much words, right? Um,
Right.
so when you have too wordy, it's just like you're having all these miniature statements everywhere. So we want to be really bold, right? So we want to be, you know,
Right.
what was the first one that you said? I really like. You said you deserve a boss free lifestyle, or
That could be one. Yeah. You deserve it.
yeah. I mean, it could be you deserve that. Okay, you can. Ooh,
Right.
crazy bird. Because we want to make it to where let's look at it. Okay, um, boss free lifestyle. You deserve a boss free lifestyle, or let's see. You deserve. Let's play around with those. There is an understatement. I know where you're coming from, but it may just not be something that you want as part of your tagline, right?
Right. Okay.
It's not bad. It just doesn't really kind of flow as to when someone gets to your page, like, wow, check this guy out. It's like, you deserve a boss free lifestyle, bossfreelifestyle.com. This is killer, right?
Right.
Or, okay, so boss free lifestyle, you can do living life boss free. So you're almost saying it again, but
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, so you want to, like, for instance, ours right now is, creating a life, not a living, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
changing it to proving anyone can work from no home.
Right.
Right. So now I've changed it. I change our taglines like every couple of years, just depending on what we're doing. And so this one now, our bigger campaign is proving anyone can work from no home, because we do that. So if you want to have it something that's like creates that message for someone, that like, wow, awesome, proving I can work from no home, so, or maybe yours is proving or just living life boss free lifestyle.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You're right. So play with those.
Yeah.
Let's,
That.
because I like that
Mhm.
one. What do you guys think? What does the peanut gallery think? I like to hear from everyone. Um, how about, let's see,
I
Stephanie?
like that. I think living life boss free is a good big, huge headline when you come to the page. I like
Yeah,
that one.
exactly.
Hey guys,
Yeah, come on out. Who's
I
that?
know that I've got some feedback here, but Keith, hey, this is Steph. I just want to tell you I saw your video up on the Unstoppable branding page, and I tried to comment on it, but it didn't give me an option to do so. And I thought, brother, you did a great job. You've got a fantastic presence on camera. You got a great voice. You got a great presence. And I was just listening to what's going on here, and you sound kind of like the personality where you might be able to say something like, "But live like a boss." You know, like that tagline BOSS. You got that swagger going on,
Right.
but
Right.
live boss free lifestyle, but live like a boss.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just,
these are
just a thought. Just a
all, all
thought.
fun.
Yeah.
I'll
I
mute
don't.
myself out.
Yeah. I just. I don't want it to sound too gangsterish or ghetto or something like that. So I'd have to let it go through my head a couple times.
All right. Well, I like gangster and ghetto, so I think it
Yeah.
sounds good. Thanks.
I love it. You guys are
That
great. But
I
this is
appreciate
yeah, this is
it very
when we get the
much.
best. This is when we get the best feedback, guys. And we're all really thinking of, yeah, Jen's like, she said, it's a great when people are like really liking this. So okay, sit on that, Keith, because you're there. Right now, all it is we'll talk about, how it's going to look and feel, but you're there. You're delivering your message exactly how, your brand is, your core message is coming through. And so now what you'll want to do is continue on this video series that you're doing and start closing right? Start getting comfortable with closing, living life's boss free. So you might say, all right, I'm going to invite you on over to my website, bossfree-lifestyle.com. And don't forget, guys, life's about living life boss free, right? You start getting a tag, a signature that's your brand that you're always saying,
Right. Okay.
right? So start chewing on that. All right, who's next? Okay, let's see. Steph, why don't you come up? Steph, you had a great question. I want to get nail you down, and then we're gonna start. We'll jump to Suzanne, and
Okay,
yeah, come on out.
great. I'm here.
Hi.
Hey.
All right. So tell me where are you at now, Steph?
My question I think to you earlier was really, I'm discovering a lot along this journey. And as I'm going and I'm trying to make these videos, I'm noticing, as I mentioned in my text, my message to you,
Mm-hmm.
I'm meeting these videos with a lot of trepidation. And I'm finding that I try and I have these thoughts in my head, and I'm very aware and confident about the message that I want to get out, but yet when I get in front of the camera, it seems like I almost revert back to a more passive kind of message with people. And I'm not coming across with the confidence and the power that I want to deliver these messages. And I'm not sure whether it's an issue of belief on my part of what I'm saying is actually true, or whether it's just simply a matter of I'm not really finding myself and being comfortable yet in front of the camera in order to convey that confidence that I have in my head. I'm great around people. I'm very social. I'm easily engaged with people. That's not an issue for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to figure out what the deal is and how really to move forward to step into who I want to be here and who I want to convey that I am. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Okay. So there's a couple things that you said. Let's break it down a little bit. We're not the only ones. You're the only ones that's going to know if your belief level's low, right? So is it what would you say your belief level is in your products?
Well, I think I oh I uh, I think that I haven't really been working with my products for very long. I just started working with Empower, and I'm literally in the process of setting up my Empower Network blog,
Okay.
as well as doing my branding workshop.
Right.
And I haven't been doing business with a particular company in quite a while. This is almost like a launch for me.
Okay. Right.
So much of what I have to offer is a lot of mindset, is a lot of life experience, is a lot of knowledge that I've gained along the way.
Okay, this is good. So let me ask you this: Are you ultra comfortable with the experience, and do you feel that you have the right to share your experiences with others?
Absolutely.
Okay, so when it comes to that, our experiences. Oh, we're getting that crazy feedback. Our experiences. You know what, Steph? When I speak, could you mute out? That could be why. Let's just see if that helps, because I'm getting crazy feedback. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. Sometimes it's because our mics are close to our computers and something's going crazy. But I'll do the same for you. When you speak, I'll mute myself. Is what happens many times is when we speak just through from what we know, that's all that's the only belief that you need to know, is that your experience is really something that people can change. So the way I start doing my videos, I always think of one person that I want to connect with. Now, just because you're not really working with a product or a company, so much as of yet, you still are able to invite them to a blog, right? Or invite them somewhere. Or right now, you're just giving content. So if you just feel comfortable right in the beginning of just giving your content and going, okay, this is, in fact, we got to talk about what you want to call yourself, what your site wants to be, and how your tagline wants to be, but you can close it in, well, this is, Steph today, and I'll come back tomorrow and I'll give you some more great tips, right? So in the beginning, you might just be sharing. You may not be sending them anywhere. Steph, I forgot, do you have a fan page created?
Yes, I have a fan page, and it has not been really operable, or I haven't done anything on it for a number of months because, again, I have not been working with a particular company.
Okay, okay, because you what you can do a lot of times is, especially if your blog's not even done, is even in your fan pages, you can reignite a fan page so quickly by posting up, following some of those really cool, like I love Peaceaholics or all these other groups that post really cool, inspirational pictures and images and quotes. And you can reignite a fan page so quickly by just putting up stuff that you love, like 5 or 6 things that you love, comment on them, or even putting up your own personal videos. So you can begin just to reignite that connection with people by inviting them to a fan page. So you literally could reignite that fan page pretty quickly, and it just could be a place where people come to trust you. And then as your blog gets set and as maybe a sales page gets done, then you've now got an audience that's liking what you're talking about. And when you start sharing, just different quotes, different images that inspire you, then your people will start enjoying that as well. And then once you start getting that audience, then you can start actually offering them something. Your videos can then have more purpose, where you can say, hey, this is Steph. Now today I want to talk to you about, maybe it's, looking for a way to be free, whatever, whatever your topic might be. And then you can say, you know what I want to do? I want to show you my freedom blog. Go here. So then, you're, these are the same people that have been following you and enjoying what you have to say, but now you're giving them some direction. Then you can start promoting those videos and those posts as well, because now you have someone to send them. Does that make sense?
Yes, that does make sense.
Okay. So can you then continue to do the videos that you have now, that you are just sharing your experiences and sending them to a fan page, because your blog's really not ready yet, right?
Yeah, that's right. My blog isn't quite ready, so I can get my fan page up and running and at least get it to be a platform where people can come and kind of join a community. So that too is a good idea, and then I can always go back and revisit with directing those people there through daily content to another area where my blog is ready.
That's right. So what happens now, guys, is, and this is good stuff. In fact, we've got some really great feedback. Suzanne Fisher wants to connect with you as well. Make sure you guys do that on the fan page, Suzanne, because you guys will really be able to connect. What happens when you guys are in this class, especially, that's why I will like you guys post everything on the fan page, because you guys start to interact, and maybe a challenge that you have someone else had, and you can help each other with it. But what also happens is you guys can help promote each other's pages, right? You leave comments and communicate with each other in each other's pages. That increases the ranks in Facebook as well. So to go back to you though, Steph, is, yeah, you want to reignite, like, okay, so think of, you're doing some really, I think your videos are great. I think they're really, really powerful. I think that I believe that you are giving yourself a harder time that you deserve, and give yourself a little bit more confidence, knowing that your messages are coming through very clearly. I noticed that you just posted that one up just recently before the class started, so I want to go back to that. But because what happens, we're such critics to ourselves, right? So give yourself a little bit of a break, but know that if you continue to do these kind of videos and you post them up, let's say, maybe, like I always look at, maybe doing one inspiration and then one video, one inspiration, one video. So they start, your fans that come over start to see your pattern, right? So they're not just feeling like they have to watch all your videos, but they like the stuff that you have to share, and that'll really reignite that fan page. So keep consistency on that fan page, bringing people to the fan page, inviting you. Do you know how to build a list in Facebook in your fan page? Do you know how to invite people from your personal page?
The only one that I've ever done that in the past is over, like on top in the administrative panel, you can say invite friends,
Yeah.
and I've done it that way. That's the only list building that I've done.
Okay. And that's how you can use your personal people. And then what you can do, like for instance here, okay, so let me give you an example. You can post of, like, right, I always do stuff like this, then I give a little tip for the day. You will be able to promote these posts. So that will help bring that people to your page. So for instance, look what this is what I done. Okay, I post this here and I share it to my personal page, right? So I become Rhonda again, come back to Unstoppable Branding, and then I share it to my personal page. So when I share it to my personal page, right? So let's see if am I Rhonda. Let me see if I'm Rhonda right now. See who I'm acting as. Because what happens, guys, this is really fun stuff for you guys to know. And Facebook gets so goofy, but when you figure it out, it starts to work. So I become Rhonda again, right? Personal. Then you go to your fan page, okay? So now I'm gonna go back to I'll go to branding. So I'm acting as Rhonda on my own page. So what I want to do is this is when I share, okay, the post that I make, I share from branding. So when I share this post from branding, so I'm Rhonda right now, I'm going to share this, okay, to my own personal timeline. Now, when I share this to my personal timeline, now I can start building a bigger list because look, now Rhonda shared Unstoppable Branding. Oh, what's that? People might like this and go, what is that? So that now allows you to not only increase your fan page views or people that are seeing your fan page, but it increases the clickability to bring them over to it, right? And then you can promote it. You can only promote on your personal pages. So this is this kind of the little ninja stuff that I do on Facebook to create a bigger list and a bigger following. Do you follow what I'm saying with that, Steph?
Yes, absolutely. I have done that in the past with a couple of things that I had out, and I'm familiar with the technique that you're talking about. So now that I actually have some good content that I'll be putting out and using it with consistency, that I think will make a big difference in moving forward and gaining more of a following.
Absolutely. I mean, it'll make a big difference. And now because you have somewhere for people to go, you will really start to just build on your on your content. And you have great content. Just I would just say continue to deliver the message that you're the most comfortable with. And this what happens, the sales messages, the sales videos, the call to actions, they'll start to come for you. They'll start to be more clear for you. And I'll give you guys some really good examples of some call to actions that you can use that feel great. Like for instance, I always do my 3-to-1 on my videos, which is I do 3 soft shares and 1 hard call to action. So you'll be doing a video that's got all your great content and you'll say, I want to invite you on over to my fan page. Come take a look at my fan page. I got a lot more stuff on the fan page, or come take a look at my blog, right? Or go see my freedom blog here. So those are soft. Those are my 3. My 1 is click below to see the blueprint that I use every day to be free. So there's a total difference. And you'll be able to start using those call to actions will get more comfortable for you as you continue to do your video and you start to see that people are actually enjoying what you have to say. So your confidence will come stronger as you do more of your videos. So let's let Steph.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. What is your URL you've chosen? What is your site name?
So I've chosen Live a Lifestyle, capitalize STYLE. So live a lifestyle.
Right?
Capital STYLE.
Okay. All right. So all the STYL is cut.
Yes.
Okay.
Live a life like the whole, not the A and the L won't. Yes. Live a lifestyle. ...
Okay.
It's really long. Live a lifestyle. ... Not a life sentence.
Okay. All right.
Now, what I've also done is I've created another domain name that says iwantalifestyle.com, and I want to redirect that to my blog.
Okay, say this again. So live a lifestyle, not a life sentence. Okay, that's a great tagline. Okay. I like that. What was your URL, your domain name?
It'll be iwantalifestyle.com.
Okay, I want a lifestyle. Okay. Well, let's see. It's a little goobly when we look at it. right? Just when you look at it, I always look at presence, how it's going to look to people, right? Because it's got to be something people can read. That's
Okay.
there's quite a bit there. Could we tighten it down? Could you feel comfortable with tightening it
Yep.
down?
I'm very open to suggestion, absolutely.
Okay, so let's look at that because that I love live a lifestyle, not a life sentence. That works. I've had several people that have used those similar kind of connections. Although I believe that your domain name could be a little bit, you could tighten it up. Um, any other? Have you ever had any other ideas or suggestions that, or is this the first one that you used?
No, I went and I checked a variety of domain names and they were all taken. Ones that seemed relevant to live a lifestyle, not a life sentence. So get a lifestyle, have a lifestyle, live a lifestyle, um, a variety of ones that I thought would be relevant were already taken. So then I Want a Lifestyle came up and I grabbed it.
Okay.
But as I said, I'm very open to, obviously, to feedback
Yeah.
on things that you think would still convey the same message but be shorter.
Well, that's the thing. When it comes to domain names, you have to just sit in front of GoDaddy and just type them in, write them up, type them in, write them up, right, to see what works. This can work in regards to how we, can sit on your site. It's just a little wordy. And it could be hard to remember. So we always want to look at our domain guys, something that when we can tell people, go to this, right? Someone's talking to you. What do you do? Oh, I work online. I'm able to be completely free and work wherever I want. Oh, wow. What do you do? Oh, go to unstoppablephamily.com. Easy. I want a lifestyle.com. They can remember that. Although it may not be as easy to read, a lot of different words. You typically want 2 words in when you're choosing. You can 2 to 3 words when you're choosing your domain name. So even look at words like even you can do lovemylife.com. You can do stuff that's similar. Let's see. Things such as that, loving or loving lifestyle. If you want lifestyle, you have to just, so much is used for lifestyle, which is fine. You just have to get your connection to lifestyle, right? Like what works for you.
All
But
right, so then if I'm hearing you right, or if I'm inferring correctly, my tagline of live a lifestyle, not a life sentence, does not necessarily have to almost mirror or connect word for word with my URL address.
Not at all. It's actually your miniature message.
Okay.
Yeah, it's your miniature message that tells people what they can expect from you.
Okay. I do like lovemylife.com, and I will check in to see if that one is available because that's easier on that flows quickly. That flows easily.
That looks really good. I mean, just looks good, doesn't it? Yeah, I like that one. I think that you can. Right.
Yeah, I like it. I never even thought about it, but of course, now that you say it and I like it, I'm going to have to check into it, and it might be gone.
Yeah, right. So go now. Go check it out. And so we can make
But
sure,
thank
because
you.
once you find something, man, this is when you're like, yeah. And it's so funny, guys.
Okay,
We
I'll go
kind of
check it.
I reverse engineer the way we do this workshop. It's so weird. It's like we kind of have to start from backwards, and then all of a sudden, our whole brand comes to us. You're like, oh, that is so me. And then once you get what's you, everything flows. Now your message flows, your videos will flow. You're like, hey, it's Steph from lovemylifestyle.com. You're like, it just sounds good, it feels good, and then your message delivers, and you're like, guys, I want to leave this with you. Make sure you're living a life, not a life sentence. Make sure you're creating a lifestyle, not a life sentence. You'll get used to your tagline, and then all your messages will come through really strong. Okay. Yeah, you're good? All right.
Sorry. Yes, I'm good. I just went over to check and it's available.
Yay! That's a super
Can you hear
win.
me?
I can.
Yay, thank you. I'm gonna
That's
go get
awesome.
it.
Okay, cool, 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 cool. I love it.
Thanks, Rhonda.
You got it. All right, awesome. You guys are great. Okay. Okay, who's up to bat? Let's see. Suzanne, get on out here, sister. And then Bianca's up. Oh, Bianca, I'm so excited for you. Bianca was so pumped today. She got her first series started. Okay, Suzanne, come on out, sister.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Hi.
So for Chris and I, one of our tagline that we really like to say is living life by design. So one of our websites or our web link is www.llbd.net,
All right.
which is live life by design.
Right. So you're like taking like
.net.
4 hour work week.
Net. .net.
Oh, .net, sorry. Okay. What is it? I was like, what's net? I thought you were stuttering. Okay.
Well, that could be after another glass of wine. Who
Right?
knows?
Okay. All right. So you're doing LLBD.
And then the other one, okay, LLBD,
Yep.
which is, it flows really easy, especially as we've been doing our blogs and stuff. And the other one we use quite regularly, and it links it back to our blog, is Bliss Living 2013.com. Because at the time, bliss, the word bliss is used quite frequently in web links. And so Bliss Living has actually been taken quite a bit. So we added the 2013 because that's when we're kicking it off. And that one is one we use all the time.
Okay. And I love the whole Bliss thing is great. I love it. Although 2013 it has a time, right? It can go out of date.
Mm-hmm. Right, and that's why we've been gravitating. He grabbed like 5 other websites, and he's at class tonight for his photography, so he's not here, and I didn't see where he put the list for the other names. But
well, I've got tons and tons of domain names. I mean, seriously, Unstoppable Family is our main. You will use these for all marketing. You'll use these for marketing domains, right? You'll be able to, you might do, like, for instance, if you guys watch the stuff that we do, Brian has Six Figure Surfer that goes to his little miniature sales funnel. It's him, right? And now he markets that Six Figure Surfer to, just surfer dudes, right? He does all the stuff there. So you'll have all these that will be, you can use for all different marketing campaigns. But let's really nail one down that's you guys. It's something that's super all you.
Well, and that's where and the thing that we promote is really creating your own life, and life by design and living your life by design is kind of our tagline. Mm-hmm. But living life by design was already taken, so that's why we went with LLBD.
And I think it's cool. It's just doesn't say much, which is, it's easy. I want you guys to be more of a brand than an initial.
Okay.
Right? You know what I mean by that?
Right. And I totally get it.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like what Steph was fighting is when you're working with certain concepts and some words are just, they've been kind of overused. Or
right. Let's see. I'm like design life. I've done a lot of this research with this type, because I know where you guys, where you guys come from. And a designed life, I don't think is taken. I remember looking at it the other day because I do so much.
I like that one.
That's a good one, right? Designed life.
Yep.
Designing. Let's see.
You know what? I think designing is used often, but design life is
kind of like, yeah.
Yeah, I like the simplicity of it too.
Yeah, and you can add in like design my life, design a life. You can add in those little words in there that kind of break it up. But design life is fun. That would be a cool, living life by design. That could be a really good one for you guys. And we could even take living life by design, even make it a little bit more descriptive.
Walking the beaches of the world and stuff like that. But, we wanted to kind of, again, our focus point in our audience is more in our bracket of, the 40 to 50s that are starting over. They're getting their life back. They're come through divorce. They've come through raising children and trying to find themselves again.
And that's a, you know what, that's a huge group, guys. Wow, that is such a big group. And you know what we'll do? You'll start to get really clear as to the age group. You know, we'll even break down and create Facebook ads that are just for women, right? And your message, you'll do a Facebook post, you'll sponsor it. It'll be a post just for women, right? That can be designmylife.com, or, you know, your woman starting over, or, you know, you'll speak to that woman, or you'll speak to that man, and you'll speak to couples, and then you'll promote those to those age groups, specific age groups. I mean, Facebook, you guys do Facebook ads, you'll target specific age groups. And I know that the first week we had you guys do a little story post. I haven't really seen your story posts yet, so I've seen the videos. I want you guys all to really write them out, because you write out your story post and you place it on your fan page, and we promote that and we target it to your client, to your 40 to 50, a female than a male. Guys, you will start targeting those people, and then we'll create these sales funnels like we have. This is little simple sales funnels that are lead capture, and then they're you talking to that person. And then you send them to your
Awesome.
you know, your BizApp info or your sales pages. But you guys are really targeting, you guys are really narrowing it down. Now it's about getting it clear and targeting it directly to those specific people.
Right. Right.
So have you written out your story? You guys didn't write it out. I know you did your video.
No, we didn't actually write it out. No.
Because right now, it's the thing, we have to do both. So the write out with a picture and the image of you guys,
Okay.
you'll get really strong, you guys will get some really strong feedback from people, the way you write it. Now, you've seen the way we write our story posts, right?
Most of your posts are current, like what you guys have current going on, right?
Most of them, yeah. Like we'll do, like we just recently are doing one about travel with my daughter. We haven't, actually, maybe we'll go back to just do our full on story post of why we chose this industry. But when you guys get it written out, I know you've done the video for it, but when you actually get it written out, and you put a picture of the two of you really close so they can see your eyeballs, and then you promote, they got to see your eyes. They have to see your eyes. We're testing something right now. In fact, we're doing a picture of us in Moab. Where we can't see our faces, we're just our bodies, and then we have one with our eyes, and that one's winning. And
Okay.
it's something about that. So when you guys, all of you, should be doing you should have your videos that you're doing, but you should also write it out and put it as a post in Facebook, and then you also obviously use it on your blogs. But then you're going to promote it, and you're going to talk about, you know, what our challenges were, just like what you guys did in your video. You guys did a great video, by the way. Your video was awesome. It was a little long, but it was awesome.
Right. Thanks.
I mean, you guys really did a great job. And what we'll want to do once that tightens up, we will upload it directly to Facebook, and we'll sponsor it. And
Okay.
it'll be like you know, 40 somethings, you know, go from here to here, see how they've done it, right? And it will create a really cool tagline or headline that makes people want to listen to your video. And then you say, here's my solution. Then we send them over to your lead capture pages.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's everything we should be doing, is taking them from, this is where I've gone from, this is who I am, this is where I was, this is where I am now, and this was my solution, right? This is where I
Awesome.
was, this is what I found, this is my solution. I mean, you go through that every time, and you start to, even your video series, guys, everything in your video series is about giving them good content and then telling them the solution, giving them good content and offering them to see more. And then your last video series, like your last video is like, I finally have earned the right to call you to action hard. Now, if you guys have loved all this stuff I've talked about all week, now it's time to go over and see the products that I have that's giving me a fit life, right? I love the way Gemma's is. So do you guys see how that starts to flow? Once you get who you are and what your whole core message is, everything you do starts leading right towards either your blog or to a sales page, but it's all congruent. Is that making sense? Yeah, hands up.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, good. Anything more from you guys? Because I want you to check to see if you can find Design My Life. I love that. Design Life.
Yeah.
Or
Um,
designed lifestyle. Even,
yeah.
you
The
know, like,
design life. Oh, okay.
like if they're not open, just think of the ones that you could use. If
Okay.
it's already taken. Think of something like that.
I I wish I had his list because he had several of them, but he's at class right now, so
Okay.
it's kind of.
All right. Well, we can do. You guys can call. We can do a one-on-one tomorrow if you need to. In fact, I'm driving tomorrow, guys, so I'll be doing one-on-ones tomorrow. Always Fridays are at third week. I always do one-on-ones on Fridays. If you guys need them, we'll do a 15-minute, together one-on-one. And I'm driving tomorrow to Oregon, so I've got plenty of time to keep myself busy. And nothing better than doing it with you guys.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
Cool.
thank you.
All right. Okay. So you good for right now?
I am totally
Okay. Awesome.
awesome.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. All right, guys. Who else wants to do some work? Let's see. Oh wait, okay, let me get you on undone, Bianca. Wait, Bianca, what was it? Bianca said something about something's available for $8,000. What was that one that you said, Bianca? Hold on, I'm gonna unmute you. Bianca was searching for domains for someone. She's like, this one is $8,000. Isn't that funny when you find what you really love and it's like 8 grand?
Hi.
Hi, B.
Hey, how are you doing?
Awesome. So tell me
Great.
about this video breakthrough you had.
Oh my goodness. First of all, this $5,500 was before this lady that was talking. The the slide before this one, the please leaving.
Oh yeah, the Design My Life, that one?
Yeah, that one is this
$8,000.
7,000.
Well, she'll have to work around that one.
Yeah. But design my life with the dashes between the words. This is $9.99.
Oh, there you go. See that? I mean, you can, when it comes to your own personal domain, I mean, you certainly can, get creative, with the way it looks, the way you want it to look. But you can also eventually, you guys will have a number of different domain names that will all direct to either the same blog or it'll direct to different sales pages once you get really creative in your marketing. But, we'll stick to what your core message is now and work around those little roadblocks. But Bianca, tell me about what do you have for yourself? I know you had some video. We can talk about video. Then I want to talk about what are you nailing down as far as a tagline and a domain name for yourself.
Great. So for me, this video series was really my kind of breakthrough for me.
Okay.
It's been a big change in my life. So it's kind of the time that I had to decide, am I going to do this for real or not? You know?
Mhm.
So then I decided to do for real, and I have to do the actions that it takes for that. So I was really considering what should I talk about it. Then we did a little brainstorming through messages back and forth. I thank you a lot for that. And then I decided to do talking about freedom. So I did my first video yesterday. Unfortunately, today I really couldn't do, but I'll do these tomorrow for sure and keep posting. So yesterday I did my first video, the introduction one,
Yep.
and today I did the post. So I did my first post, and at Empower Network, I was so happy for that too.
Hey.
Just figuring out how to do your first post takes a lot of time, but I'm sure the second and third one would be a piece of cake. So
They definitely get easier.
pretty much good.
Okay, so tell me, have you started to get clear on a tagline that you will, or in a domain name? Have you started to discover that one for you?
Well, actually, I didn't. I couldn't find anything different than the last time that we talked. So I would like to maybe all the other students has thought about it too. But I'm talking. I really like the idea to focus on living courageously.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So I know that the last time, yeah, live courageously. I tried it to use on my videos too. As you do.
Right.
So I started to feel good about it.
Mhm.
So I this is one of the things that makes me unique. So that's why I was focusing on that. But I don't know. I would like few more maybe ideas, or just that live courageous is already a tagline, so
I like using courageous. I mean, that's so different. That is so unique. Um, that it really will stand out for people that you're connecting to, and I love you because you are so unique as well that it allows you to really stand out. And then when you start to really get your videos are great, you're doing a great job, and as you continue to do your videos, you're going to start becoming more courageous. See, this is what I love. We became the Unstoppable family, and I tell you, when you wear a brand like that, you got to get through anything. You're unstoppable.
exactly. Exactly.
Right? So, Bianca's like she's the courageous. I mean, maybe we can even make it more even you courageous. You got to play with these words because that's a good word for you.
Hmm.
Courageous living, live courageous, courageous life. Um, living with courage. Like these are some things that you can play around with that connect with you, but using that word, and maybe it's um, I mean, I know this is like getting personal, but maybe it's like Lady Courage, uh, where
Yes.
like
Something like that.
like it's like where they're like, whoa, that's the Lady Courage, like where people can like start calling you by name. Um, um, let's see, courageous woman. Um,
Hey,
Hmm.
courageous lifestyle.
yeah, courageous lifestyle. That's right. That's another good one.
It's true. It's true.
This is fun when you do it, like when you just start to just get connected to how it just looks. I mean, and I don't know about you, but every time I hear this, I always see a lion every time. Um,
Yeah.
right. Uh, so that's what I see because, of course, that's we associate that. But have you started to think about imaging and how it might look and feel?
Well, I was thinking about, I didn't thought about the lion
Mhm.
part.
Well, that's just my childhood memory, probably.
But you know what? Just when you told me that, I came with, I have a real big friend of mine that he says that I'm kind of tiger with my husband, you know.
Right.
If you want anything in the family, you talk to Bianca. Bianca will do it. So,
Right.
you know,
Yeah. So
so
that,
it was a good idea.
yeah.
I was I was just thinking the photo that I imagined was like me open arm, even though if you look on the internet for freedom, all the photos that you see is the open arm person, you know.
Uh huh.
So that picture, but I would like to go in a big high mountain and do this photo, you know, with a big background.
Mm-hmm.
It's like kind of you have the world in your feet,
Yeah.
kinda.
Absolutely.
That was the only picture that I saw it, but I won't be able to go to a big mountain lately. So my brother told me maybe you can have just a mountain and someone climbing, just a black and white or something with that, and then we could play with the words to put on colors or something.
Yeah, well, and it's really what starts to connect with you the most because I mean, yeah, you can, and remember, you guys can always change your imaging as well. I mean, it'll always ours stays the same, but it also transforms. I create a new tagline a lot, and even our imaging. Like right now, I don't let our brand is the look is not what I like it to be. Someone made it for me, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna play with that. So now I'm ready to change it up a bit, and you get what's really connects with you. And so keep working on how that should look for you, because then we'll get this really beautiful, graphic created for you that Heather can make. That's really all about you. Did you start thinking about a tagline that you wanted? I heard you say that, but I don't know if I got what you were thinking. for taglines. Oh no. Internet's out? Oh no. They can't hear me anymore. Is it back? Oh, there it went. Hey guys. Okay, hold on. Should be
Of a lion
Oh,
could be
no,
cool.
Here I am.
like a hugging a lion.
Ah, wow, that would be super nice.
Or your head in a lion's mouth. That's courageous.
You guys are awesome.
Thank you. I
Right?
hope I'll be alive after that.
Yeah. I love it. Well, maybe, yeah, do something that is super crazy and courageous. Maybe you have to like step yourself even way further out of your comfort zone to prove it,
That is true also. That is really true.
right? This might be
Yeah, hugging a lion would be so nice.
I'm not sure where we'd find a lion to hug, but I'd like to see.
Yeah.
All right. So
When
what
you
did you come up with a tagline, Bianca, that starts
Not really, not really, because of this uh, the web page also that tells about it tells a lot, you know. So I really couldn't figure out a good tagline that could go with.
well, what I suggest that you do is start writing some things down that really just that flow that has a little miniature message, right, that tells people what they can expect from you, right? And that's what our blogs are about. We become so transparent. We're creating these blogs because we want people to know who we are, right? People are going to want us, and you're very unique, so we want to look in a way that is taking who you are and really expressing that you're by working with you, right? They're your videos, right? The things that they're going to hear from you is so different than they would hear from me. You've got such amazing
Yeah,
experiences that I don't have. So let's think of a way that helps just relay that within 7 to 10 words, right? That's like a miniature message that just delivers really what you're going to offer to
hmm,
someone.
okay,
Maybe it's
good.
inspiring others to live courageously, but that's a little generic. So we could get a little deeper, right?
True.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
right. And I'll think of some stuff as it pops up, but it can be, um, mm, and your everything that you do is about being courageous, and it's about freedom. It's about stepping through your experiences, and it's about starting a business, right? You could have a whole video
Yeah,
series about, all right, this is Bianca from Courageous Living, and today I'm going to talk about how hard it was for me to make a decision to work online. That takes a lot of courage, and this is what I went through, and these are the challenges I had. Like you can because people relate to that kind of stuff,
yeah, it's true.
right? So think about that a little bit. Um, yeah, Suzanne, that was a good one. Suzanne said, "Live your life by courage, or live your life with courage." Um, right, and you remember your content is really what delivers your brand. The things that you talk about is what delivers your brand. Everything that we talk about is it's kind of everything, but it always relates it to being unstoppable, right? So yours,
Yeah, it's true, and it's like as easy as yours. You know, anything you can turn around to the point that takes courage to do anything in life.
that's right.
So
That's right, exactly. So that's when you kind of get your identity. Then you start everything that you say always connects to your core message, but it really can be about anything, right? It can be about anything that you want it to be.
yeah, exactly.
But I like inspiring others
Exactly.
to live a courageous life. That's nice. Live your life with courage. I mean, it's all powerful. And then your content and your blog posts, and then the way that you do your marketing, right? Which will be like your promoted posts on Facebook. It can be banners that you place on other websites. And I'm going to do a training about placing banners on websites because I'm creating some banners that everyone can use about
Mhm.
freedom. And I think you guys in our group, I posted some stuff in our personal group. But this is stuff that you guys can start just exploring, even with newspaper, with print ads, right? Putting a little print ad up and see what people think. And they go to your website and you start creating traffic from different areas. So we'll start talking a little next week about the marketing side. But right now we're creating the attraction side and your core and your brand to get it out there. And then we'll start talking about how to take that brand and how to take your message and put it into the marketing side. But I think you've got some solid stuff here, Bianca.
Yeah, it's true. Thank you
Keep,
very much,
yeah,
guys, for all the help.
yeah. Keep doing your videos. Be consistent. Ooh, look,
Yes, I know. I'll do
right?
every single day.
Yeah, good. I love it. You're awesome. Yeah, it's so great. All right, okay. Let's see. Who do we got up? Ooh, we got up. Okay, Gemma. All right, Gem. Awesome.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm here.
All right, girl. What's happening? Okay, are we still Fit Life?
Okay, so here's the problem is that I had already, made my page before I was ever going to do this, and of course that domain name is already taken, and so is pretty much everything else I have thought of in the last few days, but maybe, which is so awesome because the last few people you've worked with, everyone's come up with some great ideas, so I'm hoping that we can do that for me because I already have my YouTube channel is Fit Life and my Facebook fan page is Fit Life. So
Okay.
I guess I can change it, but I don't really know what the Facebook rules are to change names,
All right, so
or if we
fitlife.com's
can come
taken.
up. Yep.
Okay.
hmm
Let's
And
see.
so is Live Fit. I tried. I don't know, Live a Fit Life. I tried a bunch of different things that go with that. Now, I thought maybe if we talk about the tagline, maybe we could come up with the URL. I don't know how you want to do it.
Well, that sometimes it can go backwards. You can reverse engineer everything. So, all right, this is the core that I've been getting from you. First off, your videos rock. You are killing it with video. You're so good. So,
Thank,
so good.
thank you. It's been very scary, but I've just, been diving in.
Well, all right. So let me have you share this so others can learn. Like Steph had mentioned, she's kind of has been a little bit of trepidation with putting your video out there. Tell me, Gemma, with you doing your video, you really started to get focused, and I think a lot of it has to do with you told me a scenario or a situation you're in. You're like, I got to do this. I'm getting focused, and all of a sudden your videos start to
Right.
rock.
Well, thank you. And here's what I have found just this week because I'm struggling with the whole series thing, but thank you because I am seeing the progression happen. But I'm trying to think like, oh, how am I supposed to keep this up? You do them all the time. And I think it's just because we're not used to it yet. It's,
Right.
It doesn't come easy. And I will share with you that who was it that was saying that they were a little bit shy about it? Who was it we were just talking about? Yeah, okay. So I totally get that because here's just where I have come from is that my husband had almost a 10-year law enforcement career and had to be medically retired. And so I have gone from we didn't really share too much. We had unlisted numbers. There was no way you were going to put even his face on your Facebook page to now I'm starting a blog and I am completely putting my entire family out there. So I've really had to struggle with that when you kind of had your whole mindset completely different. So, Steph, you can do it, but it's been really hard. You just have to you have to self-talk a lot, I guess you should say, and really talk to yourself, but just do it. It'll get better. It'll get better. And just keep recording. So that was kind of my journey. And then so now I'm just trying to figure out, because I do have a product that I'm trying to sell, and I also am looking for people to join my team, but I want, now I'm just trying to figure out a tagline, and so maybe you can kind of help me when you've been watching what I've done so far to kind of see what you're seeing.
All right, well, there's some things that stand strong that I see from you, and it's organic, detox.
Okay.
Like, these are words that come out from you a lot. And is that, because I know your It Works product, do you want to lean, like for instance, sometimes I tell people to stay very generic in their brand so they can switch and be anything. Do you want to be, you could really take everything and wrap it around It Works and make that your brand about It Works. How do you feel about that? I want to make sure that you're,
Well, first of all, I can't type anything. I can't type detox in. That's something we can't actually put in print, so I can't use that word.
okay.
But I totally meant to do what you said at the beginning of the series, which was to not say the company name. So I did take that out.
Yep.
But then I just chose nutrition for my series. So then it was like all about the product. So
Right.
I think that I don't really want to make it completely about It Works, because, okay, here's something that a book I read really rang true to me, where I don't even remember where the quote is. I have it highlighted. But basically it was saying that, okay, network marketing might not be your dream, but it possibly can pay for your dream. So basically it's like, okay, a well-balanced life is important to me, and this is the avenue that I have chosen to make it happen for me. Kind of like you said, you like to travel, you like to work from no home, and so these companies have allowed you to do it. So I don't really want to make it all about It Works, because people sometimes have a preconceived idea about that.
I get it. That's
but
it.
I'm not exactly sure.
Well, no, this is how you become. Oh, this is how you become a brand, Gemma. It's never about, right? It's got to be always about your core.
And I want to do that. I want to do that more, is become a brand more than just making it about It Works. So I do want to tweak my videos and stuff over time, but like I said, I'm just learning. So.
And you're doing an amazing job. I mean, this is you're getting there.
Thank you.
You're already focused. So now you just have to narrow it down. So what about any of these? I mean, Organic Life, I Am Balanced, because your whole core, everything that you're going to probably ever promote is going to be about having a balanced organic life. And that organic and balanced does not have to mean food or nutrition, right?
Right.
Right.
I like both of those. And yeah, I like organiclife.com. I like iambalance.com. I like all those. I have to look them up. What does everybody else think? Does everybody else have any feedback?
Yeah, let's go to the peanut gallery. I love when the peanut gallery comes on out, because you get some of the best feedback, right? It's so fun. Okay, let's see. All right, and what do you guys have to think? And this is a really good question. Suzanne said, and because I know, although I'd like to have you share it, because this helps everyone get clear for you, and to help you. And that's why I love this workshop. Is Suzanne said, what is Gemma's why? What is your why for your family and for what you want to accomplish with your business? Because that does help identify really how your brand should come out.
Well, my core, real, true why is my 3 children, and I've never had to put them in daycare, and I don't want to put them in daycare, and we have made a lot of financial sacrifices and struggled to keep that since they were born, and my youngest is starting kindergarten in 2 weeks, and so I don't want to have to do that, and we financially are at a point where we absolutely need an extra income. So that's my true why. And then the whole balanced life has come from how unbalanced we were a year or so ago. And so looking at all aspects, from our faith to our finances, to how much time we're spending with our kids, or maybe even just my husband and I's relationship, how much time are we taking for ourselves, and also what we're eating and what our fitness is, just literally every aspect, because if it's not
Did I lose her? Uh-oh, did I lose you? Did we lose the internet?
I'm here.
Okay, good. I'm like,
No, you're there.
Okay, good. You guys are so great too, because if my internet dropped out last time, you guys started talking. I was like, awesome. Okay, keep going.
So yeah, so basically, like, I mean, that's where the fit life came from. But then the why is really my kids and wanting to. I'm just sick of living paycheck to paycheck, and just I want more in all those areas. So that's kind of, a little bit anyway.
Okay, this is great, and there's a lot of feedback. Jen, why don't you come out? Jen Davis just had a really great statement, and it's a really helpful follow up for content for videos too. Jen, why don't you come out here? Because she said there's a lot of families that would love to know how you can live organically but live on a budget. And some of your messages have come through that way, Gemma, where you're like, look, it's really not more expensive. You just have to look at the way you live and but see, also, what I love, Gemma, because you made me think, it's how the things you put in your body, what it does to your cells. So you're giving really good content, but it's also,
Thank you.
right? It's how people can actually
Yeah.
do it. Jen, why don't you?
Yes, and I'm hoping as we go further here, then I can dig in and make more series out of each thing. But like I said, I kind of forced myself to film one every day, even if I wasn't completely prepared.
Good girl. Well, you did a great job. And we even kind of jumped you guys in. I made you guys do this early. Usually we start this week, but I wanted you guys to start doing it. And I'm glad that you did because you guys really took it on in a big way. Okay, so Jen, you want to come out here, Jen, and share with what you had said? Yeah, she's unmuted. Go ahead, Jen.
Yeah. Hello. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, cool. Thank you. I put that because I went through something similar myself, and a lot of my friends, because I don't know if you've ever heard of Waldorf schools, but my children went to a Waldorf school, and so a lot of us struggled with, and that's part of the lifestyle. When you're in a Waldorf school, even if you're not, but I mean, if you are, that's part of the lifestyle, organic living, and really committed to that. But it's so expensive, and it's wonderful to be able to know and have someone to guide you or coach you on how to actually live organically on a budget, because it gets discouraging. And wouldn't people love to just be able to shop at Whole Foods just because they can every time?
Yeah, I think everyone needs an investment account for.
And with it is very expensive.
Yeah, no, go ladies. I'm just saying, I think everyone needs an expense account just for shopping at Whole Foods. It's like it's not accessible to everyone.
Seriously.
So this is really good stuff. I mean, and Steph just said what you just said.
And we don't even have one.
No, we're on top of each other from this delay.
I'm sorry. I think you're cutting out.
Yeah, I know. We get delayed and we both kind of step on top of each other. This is kind of fun though. Steph said,
"What?
Can you hear me, guys? Yay, nay?
Yeah.
Okay."
Mm-hmm.
Steph had just written, and Steph's the one that said, hey, just what is her why? Because she wanted to help get connected to you. And she said this is exactly why she changed to this lifestyle, which she has an ADHD child. And it's super important. So when we deliver that kind of message, guys, this is the thing. Your brand, who you are, your vulnerability makes you so much more marketable. Your vulnerability, the things that are so important to you. So I would suggest, right, even Steph, you talking about your scenario with your child, and same with you, Gemma, how your lifestyle has changed and why it's so important to be with your child. I share quite frequently, that my family went from living high on the cow to losing everything we owned, and people relate to that, right? It's relatability, and your vulnerability is what people realize that you're real. So you start sharing stuff that everyone would love to share, but they don't. Your purpose changes, right? Now you become someone you're an ambassador for your family, but now you're an ambassador for other people. Guys, this is why we all are doing what we do. I like to have my family live a great life, but man, I want also to inspire others. And this is how people want to join you, because you're willing to be vulnerable. You getting that?
Okay. Now, I am getting that, and it's hard because, first of all, it's hard to know what part of your story to start with, what little tidbits and things. But it might seem silly, but I don't know if you saw the one that I did on sleep.
Yep.
And the one product, and I shared how I hated to admit it, but I was taking Benadryl for a year almost every night, and it was so hard to do that video. It seems ridiculous. So many people do, millions of people are on sleep aids and taking Benadryl, but I was like upset at myself for doing it, and so I wanted to change. So I did put that in, and it was kind of like a tester. Can I do this? Okay, I'm still alive. I can do this. You know.
Yes. Do
I
you
can be
see?
vulnerable.
You have a bigger message to share. And you know what? It's when we all allow our little secret things to come out, because that's really your purpose is about changing from being balanced. Your product line is about natural. It's about cleaning yourself up. So,
Right.
right? This is your brand.
Right.
This is your message.
Absolutely.
Yeah. These are the things, and you're not going to run out of things to say, because what's going to happen, this is what I do. If I feel like I don't have anything to say, I go for a walk, I put an audio in, and I get inspired. And all of a sudden, I shoot a video. So you don't have to go,
Okay.
okay, this is the video I'm going to shoot today. You just go, okay, I know I got something to get done today. This is my theme is freedom. So my theme is clean. My theme is sleep. My theme is this, right? Whatever it is. Guys, this is an organic way to grow a list and grow people that love you, right? And without marketing it. So if we keep doing this, then we can start promoting it and marketing it. But you got to get your core done. Gemma, you've got which one could you choose? Like, I feel like she's my favorite right now. We've got like so many options for Gemma to choose from.
Well, can you guys tell me when you read them, you know how when we read our own stuff over and over, it all sounds the same? Can you guys tell me what your top 3 or 4 are that you like, and then I can see if they're available?
Yeah, good one. Okay. All right. So this is Bianca's had a really great feedback. She said she focuses on organic, it could block some things, but if you focus on
Yes.
balance, you're open.
I agree with that. I think we should take the organic off, and
I
I think
agree.
we should go with the balance.
Yeah.
Because the balance is really, when I did my second take of my story video, which I haven't posted yet because I'm still struggling, I put my thumb in the front of the camera anyway. I said the second line was that living a balanced life has always been important to me. Now, it doesn't mean that I have always done it. And so, but you have to make the decision to try to get there. So balance is something that I relate to, and it's good for me.
Yeah, for sure. And I actually think it's really interesting how the way all these that I've been typing in have this like perfect little, balanced look. Okay.
Gemma, can I give you my opinion?
Yeah, Bianca, come on out.
Yes, please.
Gemma, be balanced is really, really good, because balance, you can talk about just anything that you must balance in your life, So it's not just about food, it's not just about money, it's not about, it's time with your kids, it's money, it's living, it's school, everything you can talk about being balanced. So I think it's a good way for you to open up your market and then not just be focused on products. So I think it's my opinion. So
yeah, I like that a lot. Thank you. I'm already feeling a lot clearer, and that answers the question, which is exactly what you just said, which is then I can talk about anything, which are all the pieces of the pie, and the whole pie is balanced. And so then I can take series and videos and posts and things that are in all pieces, which I really like.
exactly. You go, girl.
Yeah, well
Hey, Rhonda,
done.
can I come out for a minute?
Oh, certainly. Come on out, Steph.
Hey, Rhonda. Hello.
Come on out.
Anyone?
I can't hear Rhonda, Gemma, but I can hear you.
We hear you.
This is Steph. Okay. Hey, I just want to let you know, from one mom to another, I heard you talk about the Benadryl, and you were concerned about that, and it was a very uncomfortable feeling for you to get vulnerable. And I want to tell you something from one mom to the next, and it actually makes me emotional when I speak about this, because I would like you to think, when you're in front of the camera and you're sharing that very personal information, how sometimes I have to think about what I'm doing and what I say, but there are moms out there, hon, that are crying themselves to sleep at night, who are devastated in the depths of their hearts because they don't know what to do for their children. Their whole being is resonating that something is wrong, but they don't know what to do or how to fix it for their children. Be that light for them. Be strong enough to be vulnerable and to share yourself and your stories, your experiences. And what you have found is an answer for these poor moms and dads who are suffering day in and day out, not knowing where to turn. I lived that lifestyle, which is why it has strengthened me so much to move forward with what I'm doing. And I hear you. I just felt that I needed to share that with you so that you can think about that when you're trying to do this.
I appreciate that very much because you're absolutely right, because sometimes we get caught up in our own, well, the whole society is, but if as soon as someone is honest and open, it opens the door for somebody else, and the whole thing is to give people hope, and it's horrible to be alone and hopeless. So if we can reach people in their living rooms, I totally agree with what you're saying. So I will just keep hearing that in my head as I start to think about it, because it is true. People want meaning and they want vulnerability, and we need it. We need support. We shouldn't have to be alone, but sometimes it's hard. I'm a little chicken sometimes. So thank you for that encouragement.
Yeah, Gemma, I agree with her. I have a kid that has allergies, and it hurts me when I have to give him Benadryl. Even though I don't give him all the time, but when I have to do, I wait the last minute to do it because, it feels not good. So it is important to you to know that everybody that is in the course has their vulnerability also. So be strong. We're here. It's nice that we can talk, share our experience, and support each other. So I'm sure later on, 1 month from now, will be totally different from today.
I think so too, and actually it's going to be kind of exciting to think back, just in a month.
Yeah, that's what happens, you guys. It's so fun. That's why I always have this policy that once you're a student in this class, you're always a student, because you come back and you get to jump in on classes and others are in the same space you are now. And you're like, oh, they're doing taglines. Okay, I got to share this because mine just changed. And you will be so different. And it's fun because transformation, of course, is so amazing, right? We love the ability to transform. And I think what's happening right now, I love it, you guys, is that you're getting clear. And that's one thing that I see, doesn't matter what level you are in of your business, it's clarity, understanding you so that you can help others is all we're really here to do. And certainly, the byproduct is we might sell something, right? But the clearer you are, guys, you become that light for those that are not clear. That's why people follow you, period. They don't necessarily buy the product because it's going to help them. They follow you because you made something clear to them that product or that opportunity can help them live the life that they want. And guys, the clearer you can be in your message and realize that you're selfish when you don't share because someone else is afraid to do it. And the fact that you do it allows them permission to do it too. Do you guys see how that works? I know it sounds a little esoteric.
No, that's absolutely huge. I think that's really good. So what do you think I could do for a tagline? That's what I don't know.
Well, let's play with it. I mean, be balanced is great. I think the balanced life, be balanced, all those really help you take everything into consideration. And then it can be a family or a mother, maybe, it depends on who you really want to target. It can be a mother sharing, ways to live a balanced life, or taking families' life, let's think about it. Taking families, and I'm just throwing it out there so we can have something to work with. Do you think you'll focus on families, or who's your specific target, you think, Gemma?
Well, the company says that the main demographic is women 24 to 50, but honestly, I have men on my team that are really successful, and I have a quarter of my customers are men, and then I have, people older, and then lots of kids take the product too. So,
Right.
but I believe that when you're looking at the Facebook market, I believe that that is true. It's more women,
Right.
24 to 50.
Mm-hmm. So you can do, inspiring, because that's really what you're doing, or encouraging, inspiring. Of course, we always want to have some action to what, our taglines say. Like ours new one, right, is proving, inspiring, proving, sharing, because people want to feel that there's action for them, right? So if it's, let's say it's be balanced, inspiring families to live a balanced life, or taking
Okay.
life from chaos to balance, which I don't usually like to use something negative in a tagline. Um, but you can play with those words, right? Play with something that fits that demographic and that person. Because when you do your videos, when you're speaking to someone. So if it's a family, it's maybe a husband, it's a wife, it's a kid. If it's a woman, right? I have some other girls I work with. She only really targets women. And so it's got to be about
Yeah.
what your group, who you need to speak with all the time. And each day could be a different person, but your tagline and your brand covers them all.
Okay, right.
Right. So if it's
Okay,
families, that
so
kind
I'll
of
start playing
covers.
around with that.
Yeah. All right. Good. All right. Gosh, guys, this has been like a phenomenal class tonight. You guys have been rocking it. Yeah, I love it. This is great.
Before I mute out, can I ask you one more question?
Certainly.
About if we record our videos on our phone, I have been uploading them to YouTube from my phone, and then I go on the computer and I've been like choosing the thumbnail and adding a description with the taglines and all that stuff. Do you just delete them on your phone after, or do you suggest that we put them into our computer first, back them up into our computer, and then delete them on our phone?
Yeah, well,
Or
I
is
mean,
YouTube
it
enough?
just depends on your, your storage space. When you do something on Facebook, I really do like upload it directly to Facebook, and then I put it on YouTube, and then I delete it.
Okay.
Because I have so many videos, so I like when I promote a video, or if it's my daily tip or my daily video share that I do on Facebook, it's a direct upload. You get a lot more connection, a lot more feedback that way, and then I always throw it up on YouTube to use in any other area that I might choose. For instance, I do one with the kids, traveling with kids, so it was a blog post, then I uploaded it directly to Facebook, and then I shared it on a bunch of forums and travel. So,
Okay, well that maybe makes sense because I'm getting all my promotions and boostings are getting denied. And maybe it's
ah,
because I'm putting them on YouTube and then I'm typing in the post and then I'm copy and pasting the YouTube link into the post so that it pops up and they can click on it.
uh-huh.
But
Yeah.
they're denying all of them.
Yeah, do a direct upload.
Okay. Okay.
Yep, that
So I'll
helps.
try that.
And sometimes Facebook gets a little weird, and sometimes you have to just do really stupid stuff to get them to accept you, right? You have to just promote something that's just, I love my kids, right? Something so silly that's not promotional at all in order for them to accept your posts. They have to like you a lot. And you have to sometimes go through those little hoops to get them to accept your posts because they're
Yes.
anti-selling.
Yeah, they do not make a lot of sense sometimes.
Yeah, no, I agree. But it's
Okay,
when
thank
yeah,
you.
yeah, for sure. Awesome. This is good stuff, you guys. Okay. All right. So listen, I know we've gone over, but you guys are all still here, and I want to make sure you guys get the ultimate absolute value that you want. And so what we're gonna do, we've covered taglines tonight. You guys have really gotten super clear. I want you to continue on your video series. And starting next week, now get a new topic, restart again. And I really would love for you guys to write out your story on Facebook. Write it out, and it will promote it. We'll boost it up, and you'll have a link either to your fan page or to your blog. And we want you to just write it out. Go to my fan page. And kind of see how we write them out. It's really about, just talking about what your solution was, like where you were, where you want it to be and now your solution, right? And write it out and share, be vulnerable. And you'll see I always give some value tips on my posts. So you'll see how we add, let me just give you the 3 things that I went through to get balanced or to do, to be free, whatever your associates with your brand. And that way you guys can start seeing the feedback that people give you as well, because that's really when you start to share your story from the start. Video's great. Sometimes people just like to read as well, so you do them both, and you will start to see how they're connecting to you, and then we want you to start building a list. And then next week, guys, we're going to really kind of help you guys start boosting these out, promoting them. We'll start talking about how we're going to promote them as well. And then before we close, though, guys, if you guys are here, I want you guys to, I'm going to go through some color stuff because, again, remember, Heather, our graphic, she'll do all graphics for you guys. My design team will create the funnels if you want them. And you guys get the ultimate best that anyone else would ever get. But let's see here. We always talked about this stuff. All right, I want to go through a little bit about color. Oh, here it is. This is, I want you guys to see, this is actually, this color theory was posted in week 4, I believe. Yeah, you'll see color theory in week 4. So when you're deciding on colors and way you want things to look, I want you guys to go into week 4 and see the color theory. So a lot has to be said about the way you present your message through visuals, okay? And in week 4, I have this color theory outlined, and I want you guys to look at it, because when you're starting to create your own headlines, your own banners, you want to be able to use this psychology of color. And it's really it's amazing the changes that people's mindset has. I just recently used orange, for instance. Okay, I used light blue, and orange. Okay, and this is why. I'll just share with you guys this. Blue stands for trustworthiness, loyalty, and sincerity. Okay. We always talk about vulnerability. We want people to trust us, right? It's a way that associates with communication, logic, and coolness. Now, blue and orange. Orange is aggressive, though, right? It's a color that creates a call to action, but it's associated with fun, warmth, passion, and security. So this is a new, let's see where I'm at. I want to show you guys this. This is a new sidebar banner I put on my blog, because as you guys know, I use my blog like it's my home. It's where I bring everyone to, and then they get to poke around like they're at a party and look at my stuff. So this is a new banner that was just created. Whoops. Banner that was just created for me from our design girl. You guys can have total access to her. See, so here, everything's kind of blue, right? It's very trustworthy, right? It's a pool, it's water. And then we used orange, right? Because it's called action. Work from no home, right? Is our new campaign. So we're changing our headline to creating a life, not a living, designing a life, not a living, to proving anyone can work from no home. So what we use orange and blue. And oddly enough, it's a really powerful, it feels good here, trusting. This is the call to action. So we use call to action here. So color really is powerful to you guys if you use it properly. And of course, our design team knows how to use it. So, but I want you guys to be familiar with it, because when you're thinking about the way you create, let's say, a headline, header, or the way you want your, your image to be created, you want it to be you. Like I have in the right hand side, it's an image of of the world, because we travel the world, but it's a child, right? And if you don't, most people don't ever notice it, but it's so subtle. That's a child's eye. That's the world on a child's face, right? So, those are certain things that you guys can use that really create power to your message. Okay. And you guys are, the more you understand this, the better and the more powerful it will become for you, and the better your message will shine through. So, okay, you guys all good to go. You guys got some stuff to do by next week. And remember, next week, next week, I'm going to be promoting the next workshop. So if you guys have others that you think will benefit, let them know. And I offer you guys $100 bonus for doing that. So it's always, I prefer not to market this. I prefer just to share so that you guys can bring others to the next workshop. So, okay, you guys all good to go? I think you guys are all looking good. Yeah? All right. All right, guys, rock and roll. Go out and be unstoppable. And I will be checking in on you guys in the fan page tomorrow. Tomorrow, guys, I will be doing one-on-ones from 12 to 4 p.m. Pacific. Okay. And you guys can call me, text me at 808-373-0886. Okay. Text me first. I know Keith Marrero's already on it. I got you, buddy. Perfect. All you guys have to do is text me and we'll be riding. We'll be doing some one-on-one stuff, nailing you guys down, getting you guys branded. You guys are the best. All right. Here's the number again. I should have just sent it, but I'm going to do it again. 808-373-0886. Send to all of you. Oh, you guys are the best. Okay, cool. You guys are great. I love it. Have a great night, you guys. And you guys are great. I love having such a cool class. All right, guys, have a great one. Be unstoppable.